Like any government organization, DepEd Cebu Province Division ran into various forms of issues and problems as regards records management.
The RMIS is a product of persistence and determination to pursue a dream, to transform the division into a technologically functional and digital workplace, to improve the services to its clientele, especially to its more than 23,000 in personnel and more than 500,000 learners. To help us out in putting flesh and bones to our ideas, we tapped the expertise of 3 of our school teachers, Dr. Marian Lester Raboy, Mr. Willie De La Serna, and Mr. Jerry Bayonon, to work for a specific subsystem. Dr. Marian Lester Raboy worked on 2 of the online subsystems, the ORTS and the online application system, while Willie and Jerry worked on the offline features.
The Records Management Information System of DepEd Cebu Province encompasses several subsystems to improve for the quality and accessibility of services that the Division Office provides. One of its innovative subsystems is the Online Application System, which allows DepEd Cebu Province personnel and other prospects from outside the organization apply for a certain position online.
As the RMIC chair and at the same time the PSB chair at the time of the creation of the RMIS, I found it an opportunity to push for the creation of a system where the applicants, wherever they are situated, can apply for a vacant position online without the need to travel far and to beat deadline for the submission of application. And this gives birth to the division e-recruitment system, now we call the online application system.
Another subcomponent of the RMIS is our online application system, which caters to recruitment and hiring of personnel. With our online system, transactions are contactless, convenient, and hassle-free. Clients need not travel to the division office for hours. Instead, can easily initiate the request anytime, anywhere, 24/7 with the use of their mobile phones or any gadget connected to the internet.
As for the Personnel Selection Board, it also helps us provide directly the list or the total number of applicants for the vacant positions, wherein every position has its own special code, so we don't need to manually sort them out. In the process, there is no more manual counting.
Another equally innovative and responsive subsystem of RMIS is the Online Request and Tracking System, or ORTS. This subsystem makes it easier, faster, and more convenient for DepEd Cebu Province employees and clientele from the field to request for documents and meet schedules without the need for in-person transaction.
To respond to the issues of lost documents, delayed releases, etc., the committee also decided to create the online request and tracking system. With the ORTS, time, expenses, efforts, and hassles in traveling from stations in the schools, districts, as far as Bantayan Island in the north and Santander in the south is minimized. Thus, our personnel in the field will have more productive time in their workplace.
It has a huge impact to the teaching and non-teaching personnel, wherein they can update and track the important documents submitted to the office. Any concerns are immediately addressed and responded by responsible in charge of any particular office.
First, it supports the 5S program of the office, or it reduces paperwork. Second, it saves manpower, since it only requires a skeletal force to work in the process of online operations. And third, it saves time and makes work easier and lighter because the personnel can send, retrieve, or view a document in just a click.
I'm so happy because all the concerns and issues pertaining to the processing of documents, requests, and the things that the field would like us to respond to really were responded immediately because of the system.
No matter where the clientele takes place, the DepEd Division of Cebu Province is ready to make the most of it. The main job of the ICT is to up and running the ORTS system 24/7. As clientele become more familiar with the ORTS system service, the functionality of the system is not limited to this period only.
I'm very honored to be given the opportunity to lend a hand. This is truly a collaborative effort, and I'm glad that everyone benefited from the software.
Today, it is clearly evident that the online application system and the online request and tracking system have already proven the relevance and importance of their usability, as shown by the trends and figures of their usage and application in the day-to-day transactions and processes in the division of Cebu Province. Let us watch and reflect how the systems have contributed to ease the burden brought about by this very difficult time.
The online request and tracking system is put to spotlight when the pandemic strikes, especially when the face-to-face transaction is restricted and the workforce is put into a work arrangement allowing work from home.
This system is a blessing in disguise that made the department realize that we have developed a future-proof system which is a response to this ongoing pandemic.
We easily connect and provide services to all our DepEd personnel without sacrificing our and their health.
Doing transactions in the division are now made easier and more convenient with the RMIC implementation. Services are now available online.
In our case, the budget section, school heads don't have to go in our office to submit their request for realignment of their operating budget. All they have to do is to send it through ORTS and monitor it until they can receive their approved request.
Has a number of importance in this office as it conveniently facilitates the payment of benefits and other monetary claims of the concerned personnel, for they are no longer required to physically request here at the division office.
Its efficiency is at its highest level due to its accuracy and speed as well, especially that face-to-face transaction is not possible at this time.
Efficiency, improved services, accessibility, and accountability are some of the benefits in the utilization of our online system.
Here at CID section, the request for issuance of diploma can be done through this ORTS. Our services now are more accessible to our clientele in the field.
The scheduling for those who want to avail of dental services in the division office is done through the ORTS. During this time of pandemic, the ORTS is used for dental teleconsultation and telemedicine.
Though in the medical office, most of the transactions warrants clients to be physically present for examinations, yet document transactions are already scheduled in ORTS to avoid congestion in the clinics.
It makes our transaction fast, easy, and safe. Less contamination in this time of crisis.
I find it very easy in processing their requests and able to guide the teachers with their concerns.
When one of the retirees from the 3rd Congressional District requested her latest service record, the only document lacking for her retirement claim. Online transaction was made, and in less than 30 minutes, her service record was released.
It is easy to fill up the form because it is already stated in their system, and there is also an instruction to pop up before or after you will fill up the online form.
Overall, the system received a very overwhelming approval of our clients and the personnel of this office as well. I am very thankful that our office has adopted the RMIC. Even before the pandemic, we had been using this and we
This system had proven its efficacy. Right now that we are experiencing this health problem, it has even more presented to be effective.
The ORTS squarely fits the demand of time to deliver an unhampered services to our clientele.
The field is very grateful of this initiative of DepEd Cebu Province Division. If a teacher wanted to have his updated NOSA or NOSI or going for a leave, he may just navigate to ORTS.
Few months ago, I requested a service record in the division office as one of the requirements for the promotion. Undeniably, the ORTS has expedited the process, especially for us who are living in Camotes Island. With no regular transportation, I can, by all means, say this is a tremendous scaffold for us island settlers.
Amidst this pandemic we are facing, we can still process requests through this online application with less hassle and no cost. We can monitor or track our request anytime, anywhere. Convenient and user-friendly.
So there's no need for a face-to-face interaction already. So there's no need for you to go to the office just to inquire the status of your papers, or it could be submit the papers in the office by yourself since you can do it online.
Recently, I was tracking my papers for ERF, and just by using this online system, I was able to know the latest updates about my papers for ERF.
I was able to request for my service record, which will be used in updating my GSIS membership. The entire process only took me less than a minute to finish.
When I applied for step increment and request for service record, it is hassle-free. I just need a computer with internet connection. I can trace where my document went, the person handling it, and even the day and time he or she received it.
With the intent to create further innovation, the Records Management Improvement Committee of DepEd Cebu Province conceptualized and created additional RMIS applications and tools, namely the Electronic Personnel Data Management System, Kiosk Locator, Division Information System, Attendance Monitoring System, and Service Booking, among others. Further innovation and improvement of the system are doable and not beyond reach as long as everyone works together with a heart full of joy, enthusiasm, and willingness to serve.
Both the online request and tracking system and the online application system have been at work, fully functioning, and serving the purpose for years now.
Giving her all-out and continued support, prodding the RMIC to excel in all its endeavors, Dr. MARILYN S. ANDALES, the school's division superintendent of DepEd Cebu Province Division, is steadfast and hopeful that the RMIS and all its subsystems will continue to make impact and serve the best interest of the public.
And so far, with our system, medyo confident na, mura, as long as everybody must really work on it, and you have to appreciate the effort of the people who work for that, because it's really good, no? Needed by our organization.
Ang Records Management Information System na ilo-launch nyo ngayon, ito na ang tinatawag natin creative energy, which is one of our most precious resource to create the kind of graduates as our contribution to the vision of the Philippine society.
2 years ago, DepEd Cebu Province did prepare and give their best foot forward for the good of its personnel and clientele. On behalf of DepEd Region 7, I would like to commend the laudable contributions of DepEd Cebu Province. Congratulations and thank you for your passion to innovate and sincerely serve your clienteles.
Responsibility. And I'm glad you are here participating in this very innovative undertaking of the Department of Education, Cebu Province. I really hope and pray that in our lifetime, we will see the fruits of our labor.
The RMIC will continue to nurture the RMIS, and we will pursue our ongoing undertaking of digitizing the school records of our more than 500,000 learners so that the division will have a credible basis in certifying, authenticating, and verifying the basic education records of all our learners.